Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Witcombe Park Farm. So this episode is all going to be about silage. So it's the first time that we are going to be doing silage on this map, and especially do it with the moisture mod, which I have no clue what the moistures and so on have to be. I have had a look on the little menu, on the mini menu that you get with a Shift M, but it doesn't tell me what are really looking for. So I'm just praying that if I can just cut it and get it in the clamp, I'll be able to do it as silage. I know on the Pichoneer Valley, we did one in there where we put some, do we put some hay in? And we managed to turn that into silage. So I'm hoping that if there is any sort of mishaps or anything like that, we will be able to do that. So we are going to have to lease ourselves a forage harvester, because we're also on the leasing on the scheme of where we're not allowed to use bale wrap, which is absolutely fine. That should pay us a bit of money, which would be quite nice. And also, I'm going to use this as a bit of a progression so people can know about it. Is my compaction mod that I am looking at making? I have now made a small breakthrough. It's taken one long time to do it. But in the top left corner, I've now finally got it so that we're registering a HUD. So it does tell you when you're working the compaction mod, it tells you what compaction your field is. It will also tell you the implement that you're using, what that will take your overall field compaction down to. And it's the first sort of in-game thing that I've had go, so you can actually see it. Like before, it was all just happening in the background, and you would only see and know that it's happened by looking at the log. So, anyways, that's the first win. And for me, I have no clue what I'm doing with coding, but I'm doing all of this through using Claude AI, which is brilliant. The only thing and the only negative I would say about it is my files now, trying to do this, have got so big that I use up all, I think they call them tokens in Claude AI. But yeah, I'm using up all my tokens super fast. So I'm having to start, doing like different projects within it. So I've done the core like logic, and then I've had to move on to a different conversation with it to be able to then move on to getting this HUD right. But anyways, I don't know why I'm losing power going up here. I shouldn't be. But let's get this cut. I have realised in my haste to get this grass cut, I have completely forgotten to take into consideration the time of day we're on. It's 5:28, so I am going to just keep it on ×1 for now, because we're going to have to, well, the dealership will soon close, you would have thought. So, windrowers. I am going to go for this one. I've decided I haven't used that in a long time, so we're going to go for that one, and then forage wagons. I think 16, 26. Is that the really big one? That's the awesome one. It almost feels a bit cheaty doing that one. But let's go for, if we went for this one, and I'm not going to put the silage additive tank on because I don't believe we can get it off £3,500. That's a lot more expensive than what I thought it was going to be. I also need to try and find a new home for the mowers, because they were just getting in the way there with the bales. So I think this shed here, but this will have the roller in it. Yeah, so we may be able just to sneak these down the side. but that is just tall enough for us to get through. So that's why I'm favouring this one. But I'll just bob these off as best I can without damaging anything, and then I will see you down at the dealership. So at the time of recording this, I believe the new update is now out, which is update 3. But I haven't checked. So this is currently playing on version, what will it be, 1.0.02, whatever it is. I will look to upgrade it to the next version. The only problem, or the only thing to think about, is if I do that, it may involve having to do a new save game, which I have seen that there is videos online to show you how to do that. So if I do update it and move everything into a new save, I will put the links to those videos in the video below, because it certainly helped me on the Piscine Valley. And I think it was on there. That's when it was first mentioned to me. Right, we're going to have to just go on the go slow here. But let's get back to the yard. So we'll get this windrow ready to then be able to pick up, because I don't want to risk losing like we did with the hay when I left it overnight, and then there was next to nothing left over. So we are going to get this all done, and then we can rest and then look at going to go put some fertiliser, or maybe even some herbicide, whatever's in the sprayer, let's say, down onto our canola field. I believe it's a canola field all the way down there. I'll have to have a look at that one. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to get this put straight on to the pressure washer onto the front. We can then get this washed and take it back, because obviously that all should help with our leasing fees as it slowly grows. And I moved the pressure washer, but where did I move it? Where did I move it to? There. So I'll get this put on and we'll just get this washed. I have to admit, the one benefit of doing this washing every time, obviously that's clean, is it gives you an excuse, because we're hitching it up already, that we might as well do the tractor at the same time, although that's not registering yet. There we go. So that was over 70% dirty. There is a new mod out. Is it the realistic damage? I think that's just come out. I think it was the Farm Sim guy I was watching doing a review on that. So that will be very interesting to see. I may even sort of bring that into this if possible. Why is that PTO not off? All right, let's make our way down to the store. So we'll pull this in here and just see whether we're finally able to get ourselves some discount on this leasing. Surely putting these other two in should help us out in the long run. So that needs nothing to repair, so let's just return that. And then when we leave this menu, return clean, return full, rank bronze. Oh, we get a 5% bonus now. Well, that's certainly going to help out in the long run. Anyways, we now need to go get this forage wagon on, because then we can make a start leading this grass, which I'm hoping is grass, back into the pit. And it shouldn't take us too long with this wagon that we've got here with the size of it. I should maybe have gone for the smaller one, because we're not travelling far. But I think for myself, doing this one's a bit easier on you. And what I would love to know is, does anyone watching this, do you have a Secret Labs table? Because I am very much, I've got a Secret Labs chair, which I absolutely love. It's so comfortable. It's brilliant. But I am looking at I'm having a look at having a big upgrade. Obviously, my tower is brilliant. My monitor is brilliant. I'm thinking about going for another monitor and to upgrade my table. And I was looking at the secret lab tables, and they look quite nice, and you can buy them. I'd get the XL one, the big one, and then obviously get 2 monitor arms and go from there, because I would like to try and get more into sort of the farming simulator community if possible, if that makes sense. You know, where the likes of, I've mentioned before, live streaming. But I do believe, and I think you may need the 2 monitors to make that a bit easier. So now, for the first time, using a forage wagon on this save game, let's turn that on and drop it down. It'd be interesting to see how well we can pull up here. And I don't know whether that lack of power, would it be our tyres finally giving in? I don't know. We can't be far off. And we also need to get some diesel at some point as well.
It's been a long week, trying to make ends meet. Going nowhere fast, I'm so tired of the same routine. No use in walking the line, let's push our cares away. That bottle's calling our name, and we ain't leaving till it's dry. We're about to get our minds right. Yeah, we can keep it going all night. We're about to get our minds right. Yeah, we can keep it going all night. Yeah, we're gonna drink until it's dry. Want me one now? Let's drink until it's dry.
Well, with there being so little to do, and with us needing a refill, I think what I will do is I'll just fill us back up with some diesel now, which will that do us 302 litres? Certainly be interesting. I'm going to say, yeah, it should fill us, but it'll be interesting just how much is actually left afterwards. But right, let's go put this into the clamp. So after this load, I will just jump cut to bring us straight back to where we are, because we do have, well, it's next to nothing in it, but there's no point wasting it. I'd be very interested to know how much we've got here. We should possibly be over 100,000 litres. If we are only just, because that's load number 4, and are we 20 or are we 30,000 litres in this? I don't know. I think this last lot may get us over that mark. So I think, leave a comment below of what your guess is going to be that this silage clamp is. I'm going to say 112. I don't think I'll be too far off on that. Well, I could be massively off, but right, where is my? Oh, I've got to go up here, don't I? 112, 690. I promise I didn't check. I didn't check or look at anything of that. Genuinely did not check, look, or oh, that is just not going to look very, very believable, is it now? But yeah, if you had a guess, please leave your comment below. I'll be very interested to see what everyone else has thought there. But right, so we don't get, well, just so we don't incur a daily charge, let's put this on and grab the pressure washer. Let's get this. That was almost at 50%. Then, like I said, the last job we'll do is we'll jump into the Fendt, and we can whatever sprays in there, that's what we'll go to put onto the canola field. And we may even just at the same time, we might as well go and if it's fertilizer, that is, might as well go do the grass at the same time. Right, let's get down to the dealership. I love the fact that in 25 the cars can, the AI cars can overtake each other because it's basically like real life. The carnage that you see some of these cars do, like some of the overtakes as well. It's manic. All right, let's go. Forage wagon. So for £5 we can repair and we can return like so. We're bronze. Points gained 2, 5. Yes, so nothing has increased as of yet. Well, bar we've gone to bronze. I'm sure bronze is a step up from where we were. Right, let's get this to the farm. And like I say, we'll jump into the fent. We'll see what's in the fent, and then that will decide what we're doing next. So for now, I think I'll just park this up where we left, where the mowers were originally. So we can just put this into here. Just gets it under cover out the way. Let's turn that off because we're done for this. Well, for the Massey Ferguson for now. And yeah, like I say, we'll just go see what's in here. I have a feeling that if it is fertilizer, we are going to have to go. No, it's herbicide. Okay, so we're just doing the one job. We're off down to the canola field and we will get it sprayed for herbicide. If we run out, we will go buy some more and we can do all that, I reckon, in one time lapse because it's not the biggest of fields. Obviously, this is a rather slow tractor. Well, to be fair, when it gets up to speed, it does get to 32 apparently. Well, scratch that. We've already just put this in. So what we're going to have to do is when we move on, because I don't think there's anything that we can do. When we move on into next month, we can then get this. The first job will be to get this herbicided. Is that a word? Herbicided? I don't know. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've all liked and enjoyed the video, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye for now.